successive terms in a list are obtained by multiplying a fixed number. What we are doing here, when the successive terms in a list are obtained by multiplying preceding terms by a fixed number. So, how do you get the geometric progression? When successive terms in a list are obtained by multiplying the preceding term by a fixed number, such list is considered such list is said to be in GP. You can say that such list is said to be geometric. This fixed number is called as common ratio. We take that fixed number which we multiply to the each preceding term to get the successive term. It is considered as the common ratio. Now let's when A is first term and R is common ratio as per the rule of GP. So, as per the rule of GP, second term is A into R. So, when A is the first term and R is the common difference, then the second term is A into R. That is, the fixed term R is multiplied with A to get the second term. And similarly, third term will be A into R. That is, second term is multiplied with the fixed number R again. So, this way we get the third term and so on. So, in this way we can write the general form of the GP as how do you get the general form of GP here? First term we have considered it as A and the second term we are getting it as A into R and the third term that we are getting is A into R, which we can write directly as AR square, and so on. So here A is the first term of the GP and AR is the second term of the GP and AR square is the third term of the GP, and so on likewise. We have to write the other terms. Okay. So when you consider R, you can say that AR by A is equal to AR square by AR. So that means what? The second term ratio to the first term is equal to the third term ratio to the second term, and the fourth term ratio to the third term is equal to, and so on. You can say that AN by AN minus 1 is always equal to R. So if the given list is in GP, then the second term by the first term, the ratio, that means the ratio of these two terms will be equal to A3 by A2, A4 by A3, and so on. So this using this formula you can check whether the given list is in GP or not. Nth term of GP. So how do you get the nth term of GP here? So here already we have seen that first term is equal to A, second term is equal to A into R, where R is the common ratio, and third term is equal to A into R square, and fourth term is equal to A into R to the power of 3. So here you can see that here the subscripts of A are increasing, as well as the superscripts of R are also increasing. That means the powers of R you can see here. So the index of R is also increasing. So when you correlate the subscript of this A with R, that is the superscript of R, or you can say the index of R, or the exponent of R, or the power of R, you can say that these two differ. The difference between these two numbers is constant, which is equal to 1. That is, the power of R is 1 less than the subscript of A here. So this way, when you observe this, you can generalize this as AN is equal to A into R to the power of N 1 less than this, that is N minus 1. So if A1 is the first term, that is I am writing here, this is the first term and this is the second term. Okay, if this is the first term, this is the second term, and this is the third term, this is the fourth term, that is this number, second term, third term, fourth term, and then this will be the nth term. Nth term of what? Nth term of the GP here. So nth term of GP general form is AN is equal to A into R to the power of N minus 1. So this will be the nth term of GP. So the steps for the solution will be: step 1, what you have to do? Identify the terms. So what are the terms here? I'll write here 2, 6, 18, 54 and so on. These are the terms in the given list. Now what you have to do? You have to identify them as, this is A1, this is A2, this one is A3 and this is A4. So this is step 1. Now in step 2 what you have to do? You need to find, what was the rule there? The rule for any list to be in GP is that the ratio between the term and its preceding term should be equal. So you take any term and its preceding term and find out the ratio between those two, and if it is equal then the list will be in GP. Otherwise it's not in GP. That's how you have to check. So we'll take ratio of A1 and A2. Okay. So consider ratio of term to its preceding term. That is A2 by A1. So here I am writing A2 as 6 and this one as. Similarly consider A3 by A2. So it will be, then consider A4 by A3. So this is, now I have written here the ratio of second term to the first term and the ratio of third term to the second term and this one. Now what can you say about all these ratios? Are they equal or not? This is equal to 3. This is also equal to 3. This is again equal to 3. Okay. Hope you all knows 2 table, 6 table and 18 table. Okay. So how did you get 3 here? 6 goes in 2 table 3 times, 18 goes in 6 table 3 times, 54 goes in 18 table 3 times. So in this way we got the ratio of a term to its preceding term as 3 in all these 3 cases. So this becomes the common ratio of the given list. So in step 3, what did you get? Common ratio. Common ratio. What is a common ratio? You got it as 3. So 3 is considered here as small r for given list. So in step 1 we have identified the terms of the list, and then in step 2 we have considered the ratio of each term to its preceding term, and we have calculated the ratio of those two numbers, which we have seen that all are equal, and after we found that all the ratios are equal here, we considered this ratio as common ratio. So this specifies, so in the final step we can say that the given list is in GP. And how do you write the form here? A is where? First term A is 2 and common ratio R is 3, and the terms you can say that when you write it as A into AR square, AR cube and so on. How do you write this one? 2 into 3, 2 into 3 into 3, 2 into 3 into 3 into 3. So this is how the form of geometric progression will be. So this one you can write as 2 into 3, 2 into 3 square, 2 into 3 cube and so on. What will be the nth term? How do you write that one? 2 into 3 to the power of n minus 1. So this will be the nth term. This will be the nth term of the GP. Hope you followed. Of the GP where fifth term is 24 and common ratio is 2. So this is the given problem and you need to find the steps for solution. So the first step will be identify what is the data that is given here. Yes, the common ratio is 2. So common ratio is 2, that is R is 2. And what is the second step that you can write here? It is step 2. The fifth term, it's given no fifth term is 24 is equal to 24. So fifth term, what is the general form of GP? Yes, we have just learned here. You can see here, this is first term, this is second term, third and fourth. So fifth will be, yes, A into R to the power of 4, which is equal to 24. So after writing the fifth term, what you have to do now? Step 3. Substitute value of R in fifth term. In A5, that is A into 2 to the power of 4 will be equal to 24. Then when you simplify this one, what do you get? It is 16, no? So 24, I can write it as 16 can be written as 8 into 2. Why I am writing here in the denominator? Because when you transpose 2 to the power of 4 from LHS to RHS, the multiplication part will become the division part. So by transposing, why do we transpose here? To simplify this equation and get the value of A, we are transposing the numerical values to find the value of the given variable. So to find A, we have to transpose the values, and now when you cancel 24 in 8 table, you get 3 by 2. So the value of A, that is the first term of the GP, is 3 by 2. So how do you write the seventh term of GP? A7 is equal to A into R to the power of 6. How do you get this one? How do you get this one? I'll write here. AN is equal to A into R to the power of n minus 1. So this is the nth term formula that we are using for fourth step, and even for fifth step also we consider this one only. So if you write the formula wherever it is required, you can remember it for further studies. Okay. So this is the nth term formula that we are writing here, and substituting the value of 7 in the place of n, we get A7 as A into R to the power of 6. Now what you have to do, substitute the values of R and A from step 1 and step 3. A7 is equal to 3 by 2 into 2 to the power of 6. So here we use law of indices. Okay. So using the law of indices, A7 will be equal to 3 into 2 to the power of 6 minus 1, which is equal to 3 into 2 to the power of 5. So that is nothing but 3 into 32, which will be equal to 96. So the seventh term of the GP is equal to 96. And if you need to find the series, what you have to do, just write the general form AR square, AR cube, AR to the power of 4, and so on. Then just substitute the values that are given here. So here what all we learned: general form A plus D, A plus 2D, and so on. So this is the general form of, what is this? This is the general form. Then what we have learned? Nth term formula. This is the general form and this is the nth term formula. An is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. Then what did we learn? Sum of n terms. So it's represented by Sn, which is equal to n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into d. And another formula was Sn is equal to n by 2 into a plus an. So these are the formulas that we have learned in arithmetic progression. Now let's see what we have learned for geometric progression. So first, general form. Of geometric progression. So it is AR square, AR cube, AR to the power of 4 and so on. This is the general form that we have learned, where A is first term and R is common ratio. Then what did we learn? We learned the nth term formula here. Of GP, that is an is equal to a into r to the power of n minus 1. So here these are the two types of progressions that we have learned. Another topic of progressions. So this is geometric progression and this one is arithmetic progression.